Hey, this is John with FixYourDirtBike.com, and this is how to service the rear brake caliper on your 1997 through 2001 Honda CR250. The tools you will need are 12mm socket, 12mm box wrench, torque wrench, 6mm hex socket, 6mm hex wrench, a stiff brush, calipers, gloves, shop towels, and safety glasses. The parts you will need are a rear caliper rebuild kit, new brake pads, rubber grease, and a fresh bottle of .4 brake fluid. If you don't have your rebuild kit or brake pads yet, I put a link below for the ones I'm using here. This rebuild should cost no more than $25 and should take around an hour. Brake fluid will damage almost everything, so make sure you have plenty of shop towels and a catch pan before you start. Start by removing the brake pad pin and brake pads while your caliper is still on the bike. Remove the caliper guard, then separate the caliper from the caliper bracket. Pump the brake pedal to build pressure in the brake line, which will push the piston out of the caliper body. If your piston will not unseat itself, pump it out of the body as far as you can, then remove the piston by hand with a twisting motion. Reassemble the caliper and caliper bracket, remount the assembly, and loosen the banjo bolt. Remove the assembly, then remove the banjo bolt and seal washers. Clean every part of the assembly with fresh brake fluid and a stiff brush. As you can see here, I had to take extra steps to completely clean this rear caliper, so after I scrub, grind, and sand, I will have to go back through with brake cleaner for the final clean. Measure the outside diameter of the piston and the inside diameter of the piston bore. The piston should be no less than 26.89 millimeters, and the piston bore should be no more than 27.06 millimeters. The piston on this caliper was 26.98 millimeters, and the bore was 27.02 millimeters. I'm out of spec on the caliper by 0.04 millimeters, so I'm going to let that slide. If you want to reuse parts that are out of spec, I didn't tell you to do it. Before assembly, take stock of your new parts so you don't accidentally throw away something you need. I am installing an all-balls rebuild kit that includes a new set of Banjo Bolt seal washers, dust seal, piston seal, pad pin, bleeder cap cover, and new boots. Soak your new dust seal and piston seal in fresh stop juice for about 15 minutes before install. Start by installing your new piston seal and dust seal. Install the new boots. The long boot goes on the caliper, and the short boot goes on the bracket. Install the new bleeder valve cap, then install the bleeder valve. Coat the piston in brake fluid, then install the piston with the open end facing out. Make sure to wipe off any remaining brake fluid. Use your new pad pin to grease the insides of the boots. Add a layer of grease to the caliper sliders and assemble the caliper and the mount. Install the banjo bolt with new seal washers. Hold the bracket to the swing arm and torque the banjo bolt to 25 foot-pounds. Install the rear wheel and install the brake pads. Torque the brake pad pin to 13 foot-pounds. This rebuild should cost no more than $25 and take around an hour. Make sure to visit FixYourDirtBike.com for the detailed step-by-step walkthrough, and if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments or on our Facebook page. Thanks for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe.